Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of 2 on a Monday night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Lindsay on the carry.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. They'll find Lindsay here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to know it's going to come in hot and be ready to make the catch.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Noddy on the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. And that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Chris Jones on
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Lock. That's complete right around the 8. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Lock working out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Chiefs 0.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Locke. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. 48 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Locke. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun, Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Good for a Denver.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Lindsey, the ball.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give it pick up, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's third and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Block now to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Tyreek Hill.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He was looking for Watkins that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
A gain of 5 brings
ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 9-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And, boy, that one worked to perfection.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the 28.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he'll bang that one through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
End of the 3rd quarter.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Broncos 7.
To throw it is Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
first down. Lock. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Throwing his Lock on third down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5-yard line.
Lock now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Lindsey. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
On third down, Lock. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Kickoff for Denver.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. but if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Going to throw it here. That one complete to Hill. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we